Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Here's a demo of our product. So you're greeted by this page. Actually, you can log in for real data. We were using that for testing purposes. We're gonna log in via the admin credentials to because they have access to both the user experience and the admin um, capabilities that we want to showcase. So we're just gonna log in through there. Okay, then we're greeted by this page in which you can filter for location, age group, gender, language, and availability. I could demonstrate how it works. There's currently no males, so that's why that's there. So we could do location. We could do location. That was not supposed to happen. It's fine though. Let's try one more time. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. Sorry, let's try name for. Okay, so that should have worked. It's fine that it doesn't. That's easy fix. But for the sake of just getting this demo done, we're gonna keep going. We have time slots that we could select. We explained this in our presentation, their purpose. Let's go ahead and book a visit. Sorry, we already have that visit booked, so that's why that didn't work. So yeah, that one we didn't have booked. So there we are. We were greeted with this, and then we proceed to the visiting adab page in which we go into what Muhammad will speak about.
So it'll explain some etiquettes of visiting, such as what you should do before you visit, during your visit, what to say and what to avoid. And this is really important as some people who are new to visiting the sick don't know which which manners are deemed disrespectful, such as guilt tripping and instead you should say words of hope to give them hope.
Yep.
Then there are some du'as that are from the Sunnah, as well as some Islamic wisdom. And then if you go to the My Visits page, you'll also see your past visits, as well as some notes that you wrote down about these specific patients so that you can remember what experience you had with each patient if you want to visit them a month later or 2 months later.
Yep. And just for sake of showing it, this is how you would go ahead and show that you did complete a visit. And this functionality is also here to help you get a badge. So in order to become an admin, we were going to discuss this in the actual presentation. You could either be appointed by us or you can complete a certain amount of visits. We are going to check completed visits via you actually marking down that you completed the visit. And in order for us to know that you actually did the visit, we're going to be tracking your location in order to see that. So go into progress.
So on the progress page, you'll see that you could set up your own personal goal. For example, in this interface, it has 8 patients per month as a monthly goal. Then there's also current streaks and total visits during the month, and there's also badges that you can receive, such as streak keeper, bringer of joy, mercy ambassador. And as Muhammad was saying, if you do enough visits, you could also become an admin.
Yep. There's also the hadith filler. Again, this is the main driver of why we want to do this app, because visiting is I'd say the hardest part of that hadith in which you're doing 4 actions in order to gain Jannah. So having that hadith filler here to, I guess, remind you of that main goal that you want to do, which is fulfilling that hadith. Let's go to the admin tab. This is what the admin sees. Here they could add patients. I could show you how that looks like. They'd fill that out. We could just add a dummy patient for now. Description, special request as in like if they need anything, groceries.
And let's say they only spoke
required.
Urdu, for example.
Yep.
Then you could also filter for that.
Then we should see, we should see them there. And then if I were to book a slot, I could show you the slot allocation feature as well. There you go, date, time, max visitors, add slot. There you go. You could also remove slots. You go back up here, and then you are able to book a visit, and then you could go through the whole process that we walked through. There's the facility management, same spiel. And then there's ticket management, very important part. Users can submit tickets through this interface. An example of that being a patient not being found. So if a patient's not found, we want to alert the app instantly, right? So that other visitors don't waste time going to a patient that's just not there. So this, by way of having it, I guess, be open sourced in a way, we're able to effectively do that. And we can't trust every user. So here we're using a mechanism in which our AI agent, notifies the entire user base based on a notification like put on specific slots allocated to a specific patient that essentially says this patient might not be here. Wait for admin confirmation. So they could still go in the hopes of maybe finding a patient, but unless an admin has the final say so, that patient's still able to be visited. So they submit a request, and then the ticket management, low to medium tickets are handled by our AI triage system. This is built off Google Agent ADK as we described in the PowerPoint, and critical tickets are handled by admins themselves. I think that is it for our demo. Thank you for listening, and have a good day. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.